to the farm, everybody. It's the Farmsim guy. You are watching episode 4 of the No Debt Challenge on Newpark Farm. Let's do a recap on the last episode. As you remember, we just planted our 2 fields, and we were saying we wouldn't have much to do. And then it turned into a rather frantic episode. We now have 30 Dorset sheep on the farm. Just wandering around nicely in their paddock there. We loaned this trailer, we leased this trailer, so we could deliver them. We were going to hand it back, but we're going to keep a hold of it for a bit. It's not exceedingly expensive to keep a hold of, so we will keep it here. This, however, was a bit of a surprise purchase. If you remember, we had our stall tractor, and I went to the shop to put the front loader on it because we needed that for moving bales around, and it didn't have a front loader attachment. So we sold it, got £105,000 for it, and this little New Holland was available, a little bit less in terms of horsepower, only 125 horsepower, but it took the front loader attachment, and so far so good. Actually, it cost about £2,000 less than the stall second hand, so we made just a little bit of money on that. Also took a cheaper front loader than I was expecting to pay for as well, so we bought a bucket and a bale spike. We purchased feed for the cows, for the sheep, and we've also bought this little trailer, this little multi-purpose trailer. We can use it for moving straw about, hay about, also fertilizer, seed, things to the field like that, and also, hopefully, carting wool down to the spinnery when we're selling the produce that our sheep are hopefully going to produce. They're also hopefully going to produce other sheep, which means we will be able to sell them and hopefully top up our funds whilst we wait for harvest to arrive. Now I'm going to drop this in here. Out of the way. We're also going to unload our bales. Where to, I don't know yet. Don't want to put them in there because if we do decide to do maize silage, they'll just go in this little shed here. Yes, I don't want to put them in there because if we do decide to do maize silage, we're just going to have to move them again. So let's unload them. Now, I'm quite sure some of you are probably still laughing after watching me last time unload bales, so you can have another laugh. Again, I'll put it in time lapse because it will take an eternity otherwise, but equally you should be able to laugh at the ineptitude as I crack on with this. It's got to be an easier way. We still got walls to bash up against. There you go. So we will be back shortly. I've just done a quick calculation while I've been putting those in the shed. Again, don't judge me. Thought I did better that time than I did first time round. But I've actually got a year's worth of food here. 8 bales. 4,000 litres a bale is roughly what Seasons was telling me I needed for a year of food for my 30 sheep. So that's quite exciting. Just going to pop this trailer away if I can now. Now, how quickly they produce, I don't know. But it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Just interested to see how this goes and how lucrative they are. Just going to leave the fork on. I need maybe a bit of cleaning at some point. Buckets over there. Did it again. Did it again. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to take the whole front loader off. Although we could do actually. Do we need it at the moment? I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up of machinery actually, because I just dump this here in a little bit of a random fashion. I think it can go around the corner here. I mean, we will be using it probably next because we need to do a bit more fertilizing. We're going to take the fertilizer out of the drill actually at some point. We could do that now as well. So we're just doing a little bit of kind of farm maintenance, if you will, just keeping things organised. Plough can stay over there in the other shed. But this I quite like to unload. And we may actually just go and do this fertilizing. I know we've got to do it for both fields. Not today, tomorrow. If we do it in the same day, it doesn't count. So what we could do, it's 4:20 in the afternoon, and we're going to ditch these forks, or the loader at least. Let's hook up the bucket, roll it forward a little bit, and then unload it. There we go. I'm going to grab this trailer and go and get us a couple of bags of fertilizer from the shop. So yes, like I said, I mean, we're not going to know what's happened with the sheep or how quickly that's going to progress until tomorrow. So what I will do is, when it gets to about 5 or 6 o'clock, just speed the time up a little bit, get us through the end of the day. I think there's nothing more for us to do today, so we'll get us to the end of the day and see what tomorrow brings in terms of entertainment for the sheep. So let's grab this fertilizer and we will head back to the farm. Right, we're back. We will just park this just about here somewhere. We will take the strap off. And we will get our bale fork. I'm going to try something now. My thoughts were if I bought the bale fork it might act as a pallet fork as well. So let's ditch the bucket. So my sheep making a bit of a mess already. Yes, let's see if this is wide enough to act as a pallet fork for things like fertilizer bags. I hope as it is. Because I don't think I really need to go and spend any more money. This was nearly £2,000. So hopefully this will cover both fields. Although I'm not optimistic it's going to be. Although that's pleasing to see, look at that. My assumption was right. Now let's put it down neatly next to our seed. Butt them up against each other and a little bit further into the corner if we can. There we go. Very nice. Now, I genuinely, other than moving this trailer, don't think we've got anything else we can do today. It's nice to be in this position, be this organised. So yes, let's park this trailer. Swap our bale fork back for the bucket, because I can see we're going to need to tidy up the mess that our sheep are making first before we need to probably give them another bale. So let's drop this here. Let's grab our bucket. Just stop that there. Look. Let's check our bale. Yep, it's filling up. So this stuff here, it's just kind of spillage, the messy sheep. We just need to scrape this up every now and again, and that's part of the cleanliness. So they're 96% water. They're drinking a lot of water actually, which is good. Health is 76%. Hopefully that goes up once they've settled in. Just top up their water quickly. That was all it needed, not much. So our sheep seem happy. It's 5 o'clock in the evening on the farm. I'm just going to speed up the time a little bit. Let's get ourselves to 8 PM or a little bit later. Turn the flashlight on now because it's gone dark. We will go to sleep and we will come back in the morning. Morning. We're back. Don't know what that noise is. Seems very windy today. And they're quite cold as well. And we have our first wool. Our first 150 litres of wool, that's exciting. So they are producing. Let's have a look. They're not very clean. I need some more water. They do drink a lot of water. As for cleanliness, I can't see any mess there. I was going to check to see what their health was. Yep, still a bit of a bale left there. They've grown by a pound already, and their health has gone up to 78%, so that's good. And we've created our first 150 litres of wool. So things looking good. Like I said, 63% cleanliness. I can't actually see anything that's a mess though. Usually you can see the grass on the ground. There was some there yesterday before we went to sleep, which appears to have gone. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that. I don't think at the moment it'll have an impact on things. And what I'm going to do, I think, is probably fertilise our 2 fields. I'm going to see how far that fertiliser goes. Just drop the loader. It's going to be our little Vicon spreader, and we will get 2 fields spread. It is very windy out. Can I refill it from here? Is it close enough to the bag? It is. Oh, that's the entire bag gone. Crikey. I don't think we can afford to do this. But we need to. Because we need to optimise our yield. So let's look at the field. It has germinated. 66% fertilised. I am going to turn courseplay on for this. Let's generate the course. It's an 18 metre working width actually. So we'll just once around the headland and we'll start working on the up and down rows. Smooth corners is fine, I think. Okay. Let's see how long this lasts. Hopefully it's not like lime. Although I'm nervous, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll shut the gates because he's going to need to come around here. Courseplay at its best, people. And you see that? Goes route 1 to the start point. Let me just help him get to the edge of the field. There we go. Let's see how he goes now. First field done. That did not take long at all. And looking at the ground here, we are 100% fertilised. That's fantastic that we are that organised this early. Let's open the gates and we will just jump straight over, do the other field. Stop my driver. Loop around. Leave the gates open. Do I need to shut those again? Just as we're setting up courseplay here actually, I want to give a shout out to one of my followers, LenGamer1337 or 1337, who commented on the last video saying I could have made a bit of a better effort of seeding my field, and he had a good point, to be fair. I drove it manually and I missed a few bits around the edges, so I like that, my man. I like that attention to detail. So let's just set this up so that Len is happy with our work. Don't like letting people down. I do not like letting people down. So, Len, this field's for you, my man. There we go, another field done. It really doesn't take very long at all with this little fertilizer. That 18-meter spread is great, and it doesn't lose that much fertilizer actually, which is great. You know, you think about lime, it's germinated and 100% fertilized as well. So that is 2 hopefully strong crops coming up later in the year. Okay, so we're coming to the end of another day here. It is just gone 6 PM. Our sheep are very happy sheep, I do believe. They are producing their first bits of wool. I expect we'll see a bit more tomorrow. Hopefully they'll put a bit more weight on. I don't know when they start reproducing, but at the moment they're costing us nothing on a daily basis. And all our work is done in the fields, so we don't have much to do at the moment, which is nice. We're just waiting really for the crops to start growing, the sheep to start producing a bit more wool, and hopefully some offspring. So we will call it a night, and we will see you again for another episode of the No Debt Challenge very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching. It is much appreciated. The growth in the channel has been fantastic up until now, and I genuinely thank you all. Anybody who's stopped by, watched a vid, hit the subscribe button. I thank you very, very much, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.